Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to do a very casual quick makeup tutorial. Firstly, I'm going to start off with my Monat Skin Revitalizing Essence, which is good for hydration. I am no makeup expert. I barely wear makeup, so I've got no knowledge. Please send me tips, advice, and ways to improve. So the hydrating water is to hydrate your skin. So I'm just going to dab that. Secondly, I'm going to go to my Monat Be Balance Moisturizing Cream. I have very dry skin, so this helps with my dry skin before applying makeup and before bedtime. Just adding a small amount of that. I usually add this twice a day, so in the morning and the evening. I know I said that. I know I have a huge pimple on my forehead. Excuse that. I had a lot of candy lately, so I need to cleanse. And just applying a little to my neck. My favorite makeup foundation is the Clinique. I usually get this at Sephora. I swear I'm like so basic when it comes to makeup. I just usually do foundation, concealer, bronzer, and what else? I call it a day. What else do I use? Oh, you'll see. So I just add that to my skin. I added, this was the first round and I realized I didn't add too much, so I'm gonna add a second round, and I just get my sponges at wherever, CVS, wherever sells Makeup Target, and I just dab that on my skin. I dampened it a little bit just because it's so dry, and that one was new, so it was really dry. And just dab, 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 dab all over. I probably need to get a better blender because that, I don't know, I just realized my blending wasn't perfect, was not good at all. But then again, it's never good. I need to like team up with a makeup artist to give me some knowledge on how to better my makeup. Dab, dab, dab. So that was when I added another layer. It's probably just my blending, but that huge pimple though. Dab, 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 dab. It was really hard to dab with this blender because it was so dry. I don't know why I didn't use my other blender. Was so ugly. I didn't want to show that, but that was the best blender ever. That is the best blender. I love wearing a scarf on my head when I do makeup just because I use so many oils and moisturizers on my skin. It usually gets my hair very oily, so I just put that on to flatten it. I like a flat, sleek look. Other people call it my do-rag, or I don't even know what they use, what term they use for it, but I love it. Oh, that's the ugly blender. I needed that. I tried my best to hide it. Secondly, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I usually mix. I know one is the Pro Conceal by LA Girl, and the other one, I have no idea what that's called. I bought it some time back. I'm not even gonna lie. So I usually just combine the two because one's a little too dark and the other one's too light. And I was just blending it on my counter, mixing it up so that I can add it to my skin. And this is why I need a makeup artist, because the concealer was very visible. I looked very like I had white eyes. Yeah, so please, if you know any like ideas on what I could use for my skin, don't be shy, just leave it in the comments. And add to that huge pimple. I just see videos and then I apply them because I have no knowledge on makeup. I didn't even know the purpose of the concealer on my jaw. I just watched a video and I did that. Now for the hard part. Oh, that's not the hard part. I was just trying to sharpen my brows. I did it earlier on before I started the video. I don't know why. And then I made a video, so I should have done that before. I mean after. I should have done it in the video. I usually highlight my brows. I think it's called highlight, or underline them or sharpen them with my foundation, because so I noticed that when I use the concealer, it's just so white, and I don't have the proper makeup tools like brushes and blenders and all that. I'm really simple. I just carry around like 5-6 things and that's it. So I need to invest in better brushes. It probably didn't even make much of a difference, but so far, like from where I'm like from the video, but it looked a little better up close. Now for the hard part. It's so difficult for me having to blend concealer. I don't know why. I have bags under my eyes, so I'm probably using the wrong thing, or I'm not using primers, or I don't know what people use to cover up their bags, but I just always like notice like my bags under my eyes. So I need to figure out what I can use for that. Back to my favorite sponge. That one's always damp. I don't know why I just didn't use that, because I noticed my concealer and my foundation's not well blended at all. Hopefully when I do another video I will be a little bit at what I'm doing, because this is just a mess. I had no idea how I forgot what to apply next, but I was just like, what goes next? Oops. Into LA Girl. And that was my LA Girl baking powder, I think. And Laura Mercier. Excuse me if I'm not pronouncing the names correctly. Like I said, I don't really use those things. I just apply it now and again. Just because I have a dry skin and I always look extra cracked when I do wear that. And that was I think it's the LA Girl contour stick. I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I believe it was Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I remember Kim saying that you have to draw 3, like from your forehead down to your cheek and then down to your jaw. I was trying to do that, but my scarf was getting in the way. Also, I have such a big forehead. I'm like Rihanna with my huge forehead. So yeah, I always need to use why am I forgetting these names? Contour stick, just to make it look a little smaller. Now I'm going in with my, I think, baking powder. I believe that's the name. I am so dumb when it comes to makeup. Like I said, I just use the most basic things, and I just see my friends do that and they look beautiful. I swear to God, I'm like, what do you guys do that I just can't look like that? So I just noticed them do it. I watch videos people doing that, but I swear I'm just like, what? How do I do this? What am I doing? So I just let that sit for the 1 or 2 times I use it. I let it sit for a couple of minutes because I just see people let it sit, and then I try to go in with my sponge again with the contour stick. I notice everybody uses brushes for that, so that's one thing. I probably need to get a brush, like a makeup brush, to blend it, because that looked very harsh. Like the lines are really, really harsh. I really like the harsh look, just for my face to look a little snatched, but that was a little too harsh. Also, my makeup takes me like 5 minutes just because it's so quick. I just use foundation, concealer, the bronzer. I don't always use a contour stick, so I like looking very normal, natural. I don't like the overly packed look, is it, I believe. So I mean, for evening looks, I don't mind doing it. I just don't know how to do it. I do not know how to put on eyeshadow or anything like that. I keep watching videos, but because I have a hooded eye, it just makes it so difficult. You can't even see the eyeshadow or I look super sleepy. I really need to team up with a makeup artist just so I can learn some new tricks. And then I just blend in or remove the baking powder. I'm really not. Oh, I think I was getting my lash glue. My lash thing broke, so I was using, you'll see, I was using one of my brushes just to apply the glue. So I usually get these lashes from CVS, or wherever, whichever store I go to, Walgreens. I'm not very pressed on lashes. I do like a natural lash, but for evening looks, I usually like a more dramatic look. I usually go for a more dramatic look. And then the lash glue, I'm not sure what the lash glue is called, but I usually just use any eyelash glue. And I knew I was gonna have difficulty applying my lashes. It's the easiest part of doing makeup for me when I'm not recording, but obviously I would be struggling this time. I think just in the corner of my eye, I felt like it wasn't like in line with my eyelash, so I was just trying to like brace it down in the corner over there. It looked really like not natural. I think I fixed it like once I was done with the video, just one eye though. The other one wasn't as visible, but yeah, I struggled. I knew I was gonna struggle while I was recording myself. Next time I should try and do a little cat eye. But I usually do that for evening looks. I don't really wear that much makeup, so that's just like a very casual look. I was at home. I just went downstairs to the pool because our apartment was having like a party, so I just went down there and I was just relaxing at the pool today. So I think I went somewhere earlier on. I probably went to I went for lunch earlier on, so when I got back, it wasn't anything fancy, so very casual. Now I'm applying my Milano, I believe that's the name, Milano bronzer. I never know these names, and my names always come off because I'm always transferring it into different bags, like different makeup bags. So I believe that's the name, Milano. It's like a gold little container. One of my girlfriends were telling me, because she does amazing makeup, and I noticed her bronzer was so perfect, and she told me she uses Milano, so I was like, let me get that. But I think mine was a little too dark. Also, I don't use the correct brushes. I literally have like 3 brushes and I call it a day. Now I'm using, don't know the name, but I'm using that bronzer as well. I like the lighter one. Gosh, I really don't know these names. I usually like see them on when I watch YouTube videos, and I'm like, okay, those look good. Those look, well, they obviously do it a lot better, and then I would buy that, not even knowing the name. So I just try to go in a little more with no extra bronzer, but because it was so like sharp, I didn't like how like sharp it looked. Give me 1 second. I think I was getting my lip liner. Also, I couldn't find my lipstick, so I just went in and I used I'm very simple, so I used Vaseline for my lips. I could not find my lipstick. Sorry, not lip. Yeah, I found my lip liner. I just couldn't find my lipstick. So I was just lining my lips a little bit because they looked very dry. Again, I have no idea what that line is called, but it's from CVS as well. I get all my makeup from CVS. I need to change to Sephora and maybe ask like the people who work there to help me because I'm lost. Oh, it's just a little bit of Vaseline.
Where is it?
One thing I forgot about was my setting spray. I usually use e.l.f. for my setting spray, or this one brand. Oh, LA Girl. I really loved LA Girl because it gave me a dewy look. Because my skin's so dry, like I don't, and it looked extra dry in the video. I like a dewy look, but the foundation, not the foundation, the setting spray that I used once I stopped the video because I forgot to put it on, is matte, and that does not look the best on my skin. It's e.l.f. It's matte by e.l.f. And that was done. Very, very simple. I just curled my hair a little bit. Very simple look. Nothing nice at all. And then I was just wearing a casual shirt with the jeans and sneakers. And after that, I went for lunch, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching.